2 Corinthians 6 and 14, because it's hard to change when you still in the same environment.
Right.
If you still hang around a dude that's smoking weed, what do you think you're going to end up doing? Even if your mind, you hear this today, in your mind you don't want to do it, but if you constantly be around him every day, you're going to end up doing it. You might hold out for a week. You might hold out for 2 weeks. But then a fresh pack going to come in. He going to be like, hey bro, I got this on me. Then you're going to end up back smoking again. So in order to change, you have to separate yourselves.
Right.
You got to learn to separate. Get around the people that's thinking like you thinking. If you want to get the kingdom of heaven, no, that ain't turning your back on your people. That's your... No, in a sense you are, because guess what? That's what God wants you to do. Let me show you that. You know why? You separate first, then you come back and get your brother. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you to stop smoking weed if I'm smoking weed.
Right.
I got to eventually step away from it, and then now I say, bro, you got to stop smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped smoking, now you can stop smoking. You know what I mean? I went and got some help. Now I come back, I'm helping you. If I made it, you can make it. You see what I'm saying? So now watch it. Let's see what the Bible says about it.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Read it again.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
So you hear that? It says, be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers. They don't believe the Bible. Everybody ain't gonna want to. Everybody don't love God, bro. Right. It's gonna come. If you gonna find out when the Bible really come out, you gonna see who really love God or not. They can't fake it. Once you get in the Bible, you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to see the characteristics of people that love the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because God say don't do this, you're not gonna do it. Ain't no arguing about it. If the God say don't do it, don't do it. If God say do it, we're supposed to do it.
Right.
Simple and plain. It's simple. But God said, be ye not together with unbelievers. Watch this, read.
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
He telling you. So what fellowship you gonna have with that? What fellowship you gonna have with unrighteous? So what fellowship does a lion and a sheep have together? How they gonna coexist? They can't. He gonna eat that. He gonna eat that sheep. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with you in the world. If you hanging around the unbeliever, they the lions right now. They trying to devour you.
Right.
But watch this. Hold on. Hold your point. Hold your thought. Go ahead. Watch this. Read.
And what communion hath light with darkness?
So what communion have light with dark? When you go in your room and you flick that, if it's dark, when you flick that light on, it ain't no in between. The light is on. Now the dark got to get on back. It's a separation. Read.
And what concord hath Christ with Belial?
So Christ said, how I'm Christ. What it look like me walking with a fake God? I'm walking around with Buddha. I ain't finna walk around no Buddha. Hell, I'm the Lord.
Right.
Me and him don't coexist together. You see what I'm saying? What's going on, brother? Y'all like? Yeah, we just going over our history. When we really trying to fulfill this Bible, fulfill the calling of being the kings and being the gods of the earth, we must separate from the environment we're in. Because if my homeboy is still hitting licks, ain't no way I can keep jumping back in the car in that photo with them. I'm in the car with them. Who you think? I'm gonna go. My mind is really want to change. They mind on really. I'm finna hit this lick. And if any means necessary, if I had to lay somebody down tonight, that's what it is. That's their mindset. Now that's how brothers end up doing time for somebody else's crime. But guess what? You deserve it because you didn't get out or you didn't separate yourself from the murderers.
Right.
You got to separate. You see what I'm saying? I can't be with the chopper. It's 4 sticks. It's 3 sticks in the car. Then I'm getting in the car. Like, where you think gonna go down? There's 3 sticks in the car. You know what I mean? Like I can't. So that way you got to separate. Even though your boys, you ain't turning your back on your boys. You separate the better yourself because you was born by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get judged by yourself. On judgment day, God ain't gonna have all y'all lined up together. He gonna have you by yourself lined up giving accounts for your sin. But what you can do is repent. And sometimes you gotta come back to the brother with the sticks in the car. Bro, y'all ain't gotta do you. I was with you with the sticks.
Right.
They'll believe you now. Why? Because they know you was riding with them. So now watch this, read. Hey, y'all come up, right? Y'all come on, sister. Y'all come up. Come on, read.
Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
So what part of you that believe that somebody don't believe? Watch this, read. See what the Bible tells us to do.
And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I will dwell in them and walk with them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
So jump to 17, watch it.
Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate.
What God's telling us to do?
Come out from among them, and be ye separate.
So he's not only telling us to come out from among the other nations in the world, but he's telling us to come out from among the world in general, like the Thanksgiving. That was, they celebrating the killing of our people. You got to come out, that's when you got to begin to be separate. You understand what I'm saying? Read.
Saith the Lord.
Say it who? Say it me.
Saith the Lord.
That's the Lord telling us to blueprint. Because I was once on the same end. We all of us over here teaching the Bible now was standing where you was doing the same thing you were doing. Right. No different. We was wrapping Christmas tree. We was doing the Thanksgiving. Right. We was smoking the weed, smoking cigarettes, selling dope, gang bang, shot, did all that. But guess what? In order for the Lord to help save this nation, guess what? He allowed us to go through those things. So now we come out here and be like, look, we've been there, done that. You ain't got no excuse now. Take away your excuse. You ain't got no excuse, because guess what? You're looking at men that did the same thing you did. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way, it's an avenue to change. It's an avenue to begin to come back to being a king, come back to being a God. Come back knowing how to raise your kids. Come back knowing how to raise your wife. Right. These women, they out of bounds. They way out of order. Why are the women out of order, bro? Okay, all right. Why are the women out of order, bro?
They ain't got no kings out here.
Okay, what you say, big dog? Why the women out of order? Because they ain't got no king. If you ain't got no king, then they gonna say, well, shit, I'm a queen.
Bring it out.
But you can't, ain't no such thing as being a queen without a king in order. Right. That's what they don't understand. You cannot be, you're nothing without the man. God has always had the man first. Right. Period. But it's up to us to get ourselves together. Once we get our lives together, once we get our mind right, they gonna follow us. They was made to follow. The word woman means from man. So whatever a man laying down, that's what's gonna happen. Just in general, this is a sidebar. In general, sidebar, right? This is off of what we're talking about. Even in the world, you can tell what type of girl you dealing with, or what type of dude she done dealt with in the past. Why? Why is that?
Character.
Okay, what did she get her character from? From that old dude. Right. If she shite as hell, get 9 times out of 10, that dude she was dealing with was shite as hell. That's you can tell she gonna bring that spirit. Oh, you like, wait a minute, you ain't the same. I knew you from back then. Then they say, man, you know she been hanging out with Ray Ray. She hitting her nose now. Damn, Ray Ray hit his nose. He on the pile. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. So they made to follow. So, but if we'll follow, if we doing righteousness, what do you think the sisters gonna do? They're gonna get in order. You know what I'm saying? So now go back to being separated. In order to be a king, in order to be a leader, you got to be able to separate. Not in a bad way, but separate to strengthen yourself. That's right. Separate to get back to God's laws. And then you go back to your people and pull your people out that fire. Right. Read.
Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing.
Do what?
Touch not the unclean thing.
The Thanksgiving, the Christmas they give us. They tell you to celebrate that. That ain't in the Bible celebrated, but they tell you not to celebrate it. Because think about it. You will never see Paul celebrate no birthday. You ain't never seen Peter celebrate no birthday. Right. You ain't never seen John the Baptist celebrate. None of the men in the Bible celebrated no birthday or nor no Christmas. Right. The white man gave us this in slavery. He gave us these things to do, the traditions to do after him. That's why Big Mama have him in the house. And if you try to take him down, it's a fight with you and Big Mama. Because Big Mama said, oh no, don't take my God. Because she don't have no understanding. She got a zeal of want to love God, but she have no zeal according to the Bible. Right. Remember, they didn't allow us to read. They didn't allow us to read because they wasn't because we couldn't read. We're the kings of the earth. We're the great people that walk the face of the earth. They didn't want us to read because remember we were speaking our own language. So they want us to learn in their language. You understand what I'm saying? To get our power back. They disconnected us from our power. So now you got men running around now talking about, oh, I don't believe in the Bible. The Bible is a white man's book. Now they missing the picture. Only thing the slave master did was say, did this right here. Slaves obey your master. He told the book. Christ is white.
That's right.
They ain't teach you nothing out the Bible.
And that's what you said right there, because they tell you a picture with the blue eyes and the hair. When the Bible says you had the skin of bronze and hair of wool and fiery red eyes.
There you go. Let you know that's sus. Because when you drink wine, our eyes turn red. Christ drank wine. His first miracle, he turned what? Water into wine on the feet day. A black man and a black woman get married. And Christ pulled up at the party and said, look, they like, man, we ain't got no more wine. Christ said, don't even worry about it. There go, you got some wine right there. What do you think we gonna take? Look at the wine. Ooh, look at the wine.
And it was the best wine.
It was the best wine ever. We drank the wine, but we drank it in moderation. Not to get drunk or out of our mind. You know what I'm saying? So you can drink, but not to be all messed the hell up, following old slapping. Hell no. That's
right, because the king can't reign over his king.
You can't do nothing. You know, how you gonna rule something? You don't even know what order to give.
Right.
You all laying over, slumped over. The enemy ambush you, you all stumped over. I'll be all right, I'm gonna sleep it off. Yeah, let's sleep it off and then kill the whole kingdom.
Right.
But we gotta get our minds right. Real quick, where we at?
Verse 17.
Okay, let me finish this real quick.
Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate.
Hey, Big Dog, listen up real quick. I know your partner. Hey, listen up with the dread right here. Listen up, man. Listen up real quick, because he was listening. Just listen, y'all listen, bro. Y'all gonna rap on whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the greatest knowledge on the face of the earth coming out.
Right.
Listen, I'm telling you, the greatest knowledge. Watch this, read that.
Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate.
So that's one of your steps. You're gonna have to be able to separate from the partners. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Saith the Lord.
Not me. This said the Lord. We all had to follow this blueprint. It was hard as hell for me. I'm just gonna be honest. It was hard as hell for me to leave my partners, because I know it would ride or die. I know if it was bullets flying, they were right there flying with me. You know what I mean? Whatever was going on, they were there. So you be like, damn, how did I leave my partner there? You got to. Now you got to go back and tell them, look, bro, you got to stop doing that. You don't end up going to jail and get murdered. That's the only option you got. If you ride around with a stick in the car, what do you think gonna happen? Either you finna use the stick, or somebody gonna use it on you. Because that's what you kill by the sword. What they say, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Right.
So we out here trying to change our mind frame of our men, because it started with us.
Right.
Read.
And touch not the unclean thing.
So don't touch the unclean thing. You can't be riding around with the brother that you don't got the pants. You know he got the yay. You can't still be riding around with him. You know what I'm saying? He said, touch not the unclean thing. Come on.
And I will receive you.
And the Lord said, what happened then?
I will receive you.
Then he said, I will take you. I will receive you. Come on, welcome. Come. Now you have left the world and you came to follow me. Now I'm going to embrace you. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Lord embraces us. But if we still doing our thing out there, he can't embrace us, because we choosing those things over him. You know what I'm saying? We got to make decisions. Read that again.
Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing.
Because in order to be separate, that means you got to be doing something different from what they doing. You understand what I'm saying? Read.
And I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters. Now,
when you making this step, bro, when you making this change, when you making this process of separating, watch this. They're going to speak evil. Watch this. Get that in James 4:4. Is it James 4:4? I think it's James 4:4, or 4 and something. I can't remember off the top. But they're going to speak evil of you when you tell, you know what I'm talking about? James 4, look at James 4 and, no. Just find it for me while I try to get there. They gonna think it might. I can't get it. We'll just drop it. Get on Sirach 15:13. But they gonna speak evil of you. They gonna speak evil. Y'all ain't got it. Look at James 4:17 real quick. So you got to be able to speak. Hey, it ain't gonna be the first time somebody says something about you. But if somebody says something about you good, about you trying to keep God's commandments, that's a good thing. If you talking bad about me because I'm raising my family, I'm married to my wife now. If you talking bad about me because you want me to continue to be out there going to the strip club with you, but now I'm at the house with the wife, with the kid, and you speaking evil towards me, you never my friend no way. If you know what I'm saying, you never my friend no way. James 4:11. So James 4:11. I'm gonna show you. They're gonna speak evil. How you doing, sister? How you doing, bro? You just came up. What we doing is because the brother asked a good question. He like, in so many words, how can I change, or what's the steps to change it? So what we doing, we just going over, you know what I'm saying, like you're going to have to separate. You have to follow God, and you got to not do what everybody else is doing. And that's when the Lord will embrace you. And also you got to do this, you got to congregate together, you got to get around like-minded men. If men trying to take care of their wives, trying to take care of their kids, trying to save the nation, then you need to be around those people. Because guess what? You're going to end up getting that spirit. You know what I'm saying? Now watch this video you got. Because what they say, all birds of feather flock together, right? So the same thing, even with the word. If you're around people that trying to keep the commandments, then you're going to be in that flock that's trying to live righteous. Now read what you got.
James chapter 4 and verse 11.
In this process, when you do step out, this is what's going to happen.
Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother, and judgeth his brother, speaketh evil of the law, and judgeth the law.
That ain't what I wanted, but go ahead.
But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law.
That ain't what I wanted. But the thing is, the point is, when you come out, they're going to speak evil of you. You know what I'm saying? Get Titus 3:3. Yeah, that's it. I know it's 4:4. 1 Peter 4:4, not James 4:4. 1 Peter's 4:4. They're going to speak, don't worry about it. They're going to speak evil. They're going to speak evil about you. They got to, because they want to pull you back in. The world want to pull you back in and continue to do what you used to do. Now watch this, read.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 4, wherein they think it strange with them.
They gonna think it's strange when you're not running with them no more. If you're not riding around with the sticks in the car with them no more, you're not gangbanging no more, you're not going to the strip club with them no more, they gonna think it's strange. They gonna think you're doing something strange. Come on, read it again.
Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot.
To the same excess of riot, meaning the same excess of sin. They gonna think it's strange. They gonna think it's strange, sister, you walking around with a modest dress on. They gonna think it's strange you not letting everybody holler at you. You know what I'm saying? You changing your ways. Those same people you with gonna think you strange. Read.
Speaking evil of you.
They gonna do what?
Speaking evil
Man,
of you.
I don't know what's going on, Ray, man. He used to want to hit the pack with me. He used to want to hit the nose with me. Now he want. I don't know what's going on with him. He must be going through something. You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to rob me. He don't even want to shake up with me, gangbanging no more. So what's up with him, man? He flipping or something. You know what I mean? They gonna end up speaking evil of you. Read.
Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Come on.
For this cause was the gospel preached.
For this cause was the gospel preached. Why? Because Christ said, look, let's say what Christ said. Matthew 10 and 34. He said, for this cause the gospel was preached. The gospel was preached because you got to make a separation. You got to make decisions in life. And God just ain't going to give us the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven ain't just be floating in the sky. The kingdom of heaven going to be on earth where the black man is ruling the whole earth.
Right.
That's the kingdom of heaven. Because God is a just God, right? We've been at the bottom. We've been serving all these other nations. God is a just God. The earth was already made for us. But since we didn't want to keep his commandments, he said, since you don't want to serve me, then serve the white man then. I bet you'll come back to your senses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to serve me? Serve the Arab man. I bet you'll come back to your senses. And know that I am your God and you should love me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the white man having foot on our neck. You know why? Because we ain't serving the Lord. So it's the Lord said, look, you don't want to serve me? You want to follow behind these other nations? Well, follow behind that man.
So basically, correct me if I'm wrong. So basically, let me get it right. God is using these white folk to punish us.
There you go. There you go. Let's prove that. I was going to go somewhere else. But since you said that, you're intrigued, let me show you that. Get that in I think it's Psalms 17 and 13. Since we don't want to, he's using them. They doing that like the officer brought out earlier. They just a belt. If you whoop your son with a belt, do your son supposed to get mad at the belt? He'll gonna get mad at you, right? Same thing. The white folk doing their job. They just a belt. Now watch it, read you got.
Psalm chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Cast him down, meaning Esau, the white man. So called, because his biblical name is Esau. Our biblical name is Jacob or Israel. That's what God called us. We ain't no African American. We going by what God called us. So now watch this, read it again.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him.
Disappoint Esau.
Cast him down.
Cast him down.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Which is who?
Which is thy sword.
They are the sword. They are the sword. They are the wicked. They the one brought us all this wickedness.
Right.
They brought us to put this before us. Even though we should be following God, but the Esau is the white man is the main one that's, who did the most killing of the earth? That white folk. Then what they do is they try to hide behind the Bible and say, well, we righteous. Hell no. The Bible tell on them they the wicked of the earth.
That's
right.
They killed and steal and robbed more people on the planet Earth than any other nation. But then they'll come out and God we trust. Well, how's in God we trust? But you talking about in God we trust. You writing that down in your document, but you got 100 slaves on your plantation.
Right.
What God you talking about? You ain't talking about the God of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So they are used for our disobedience, just like all the other nations was. Let's prove that real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 28 and 15. We're gonna prove that. We're gonna get back to that. Showing you the only reason why they ruling is because we ain't disobedient to our God.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do. They ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to prove all this. I love questions like that. I get excited. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So we didn't listen. He said all these curses. Now let's see if we would have listened. Deuteronomy 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
So if we didn't listen, the curses was gonna come upon us. We can look around and tell you we're in the curses now.
Right.
We're in the city, you go to Chicago, Memphis, Atlanta, the same thing happened in everybody's community. Murdering each other, stealing from each other, adultery with each other.
Right.
Period. No matter where we at. We're in the poorest parts of every city. We populate that. But watch this, read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
If we would have listened.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
So if we would have listened and did his commandment,
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
on what?
On high.
On what?
Above all nations of the earth.
Read that again.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
If we would have listened, we'd have been having all the corner stores. Everybody be coming to us with our banks.
Right.
Think about it. Even when we built Black Wall Street, what happened? Y'all familiar with Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
What happened at Black Wall Street? Okay, no
They
sweat.
burned it down.
Right, but what was going on at Black Wall Street?
Black people was secession.
Right, and what type of success? That's just true. Just a little more details. You right.
They had our own banks and everything.
Boom. We had our own banks, our own economy, everything. Our money circulated. How many times they said? I forgot. They said our money circulated at least 20 some times within each other before it went out to the white folks. Meaning, if I got my check, boom, I get it my brother, go to the grocery store, boom. Next thing you know, he get his money, he go to the slaughter, boom. You know what I'm saying? The money kept circulating within each other, within our own community before it ever went out. Now our money, soon we get our check, where do our money go? It's already, I ain't coming to the store. Matter of fact, before I cash my check, I ain't going to another brother to even cash my check. When you cash your check, somebody else, another nation cashing it. When you go pay your bills, another nation owning it. When you go to the store, another nation owning it.
Right.
When you go get that hair, them sisters go get another, they going to another family.
Right.
They ain't touching our family. We make a lot of money, man, but we not mobilized together. And the only way gonna get us together is we gotta come back to knowing who we are in the Bible.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.